looks like that. Make sure I have my nice flat spot in the middle. And then I'm gonna let that harden for about a week. And when it's hard and it's done, you will have something that looks like this. See, so it's self-supporting, it's got the ripples in it, and it's got my nice flat spot for the other cake to sit on top of. So now that we've done that, let's start assembling our cake. Okay, so now we've done our top tier that you guys saw how to carve and how to cover in fondant. We've made our ruffle collar, which is all ready to go, and this is our bottom tier. So I've got dowels in here to support, and I'm gonna put some royal icing in here because I want the collar to really stick on here. And I wanna make sure it's evenly spaced, not too far on any side sticking out. So I'm feeling around on these edges to feel if it's the same amount of space between them. That feels about right. So I'm going to push that on there, and then I'm going to take a little bit more royal and put it in here, and then I'm going to put my top tier on like that. And now I want to make sure that it's evenly around, so I like to get down on low. And you know, this is kind of a topsy-turvy type cake, so it's tilted a little bit this way, and that's fine because we want it to be kind of whimsical. So I'm going to spin it, and that looks about right. All right, so we've got it stacked. Now we can start adding the decoration. So let me go get the rest of the supplies for that. All right, so now it's time to start adding some details. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give it my bottom cake a bottom border. So I'm going to roll a sausage like this, and then roll it out long so I can make this go all the way around. I'm going to want to always make sure it's not sticking to the counter, because you get it all rolled out and cut to the right size and then you can't pick it up, and that's no fun. And now I'm going to take my cutter, sorry. I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to cut with my pizza cutter. I'm going to cut my strip, and a little bit thick right there, so I'm going to cut that little, I kind of smooth that out, so I'm going to cut that off. And I'm going to, you can measure this. I don't always measure. A lot of times I eyeball it, because once you get all the details on, people aren't really going to be able to tell. And you can always go back, like I think it does get a little thicker right here. So I can go back and trim it and get rid of that little extra piece. If you're really particular, by all means measure it. I'm just not always that particular. All right, now I'm going to take a little bit of water, and I'm going to put it around my cake. I'm going to start in the back. So I've decided this is the front. This is the side you guys are seeing. There's some dimples and things back here I don't want to show. So I'm going to start at the back, and I'm going to wet all the way around where I want this piece of border to go along the bottom. And I'm going to go all the way around, and then I'm going to start at the back, and I'm going to take my piece and I'm going to just place it on here, and I'm going to bring it all the way around. And I'm not picking this up because I don't want it to stretch. I'm just kind of moving it. If I pick it up, it's going to pull and it's going to stretch, and then it's going to get thin, and you're going to be able to see that it's not the same. So I'm going to bring this all the way around, and then what I do in the back, you can see our dings here, but we're going to cover that, is I bring it around and I cover both pieces.